So in game 2 of the series against the Seattle Mariners, the A's got destroyed 9-0. In a rare poor start from Paul Blackburn, 7 earned runs for Blackburn. And it's crazy to think, Blackburn started so well. Everyone was rooting for him. He was looking, honestly, like maybe on the verge of all-star level. In this game, though, in his more recent starts, not as good. 10 hits allowed, 7 earned runs. And it's not like, with all due respect to the Mariners, it's not like we're playing a super good team either. I'll be honest, I had tickets to this game, and then I had a conflict and decided not to go. But I'm happy I didn't. 9-0 shutout. Mariners dominated this game. They scored 3 runs in the first 3 frames, took over in the 5th, and really put the game out of reach if it wasn't already. Julio Rodriguez, the rookie who actually homered in the prior game, he got an RBI double to center field. It was actually a ground roll double, and that made it 1-0 Seattle. And so they took the lead early in the first. Then in the second, Cal Raleigh got a solo homer off Paul Blackburn, really to the same spot where Julio hit it. And that was also the center field over Laureano, and that made it 2-0 Mariners. Jesse Winker, who was spectacular in the first game of the series, he got an RBI single into right center, and that made it 3-0. So Mariners were really raking the ball well in those first 3 innings, and they would later on. I will give the A's credit for this one play. Stephen Vogt, obviously veteran, he made a very nice play at first base, diving catch for a guy his age. Very good play. Jesse Winker, he's been a stud in this series for the Mariners, and he hit a 2-run homer off Blackburn, also to center field. So it really just goes to show they were taking Paul Blackburn deep. Center field's the deepest part of the ballpark, and they kept hitting it there. 5-0 Seattle. They got their 6th run on a fielder's choice, and that was also in the 5th inning. Then they scored again on a J.P. Crawford 2-run double, and that would finish off that 5th inning, multiple scoring effort, and that was 8-0 Mariners. With 7 runs allowed on 10 hits and 4+ innings, Blackburn's ERA went up, 0.7 about. So, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that much, but when you think about how much of an increase that is in just, 4 innings, right? I guess a little bit over 4, but still, Blackburn at the beginning of the year, even before, now really, it was just not really even at the beginning of the year, but before, these bad starts recently, his ERA was like either sub 2 or around 2, and now it's almost 3. So a couple of bad starts really does that. And then Seattle got their final run on a Kevin Padlo RBI double off Lou Trevino. Not really surprised. And then Tommy Malone got the win, sealed the win for them at the end of the game. So, Seattle, they, we played good against them earlier in the season, but, they just kind of destroyed us in this game. Ramon Laureano had 2 hits for the A's on 3 at-bats, so good for him, I guess. Murphy also had 2 hits. But it's not like it mattered. The A's offense is horrible. I honestly, both sides of the ball, our play is horrible, defense and offense, but I'd argue our hitting is remarkably worse. When you look at the total runs in most of our games, it's like we never really score more than 5 runs. It's ridiculous. I think the last time we scored more than 3 runs was against the Red Sox. That was the last time we also got a pretty solid win against a solid team. So, the A's, after this one, moved to 23-47. They're going to play Seattle one more time. Hopefully they can get that. Montas will be on the mound. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it. A's lose 9-0 to Seattle. So let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later. And, go A's.